Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond, the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. We are ready for the final game of the day. 7 teams have advanced in the winner's bracket. 7 teams moving on to the consolation bracket. And now it's down to Portage and Tindley to see who advances as the final of the 8 teams that will play tomorrow in the winner's bracket beginning at 4 o'clock. The Indians and the Tigers coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. The starting lineups and the tip-off coming up next right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond. Back here as we're ready for the final game of a long day. It'll be Portage, the home team, in this contest. Indians led by Marion Martin, the 6'2 senior. This guy can light things up. Give you the starters here real quick as the Tigers, Andrew Knox getting the start. Datatun Dembegenham will also start for the Tigers. Josiah Poole along with DJ White and Christian DaCosta. Tigers will be in the traveling dark uniforms. Portage in their home whites. Verduzco gets the start today for Portage along with Olson. Maureen Martin, as we mentioned a couple of moments ago, London Harris and Brandon English. And we will try it again. Now, so far, let's go ahead and run down what has happened. In fact, moments ago, Richmond won their contest over Lighthouse South. Winning that contest to advance, and they'll play the winner of this game between Portage and Tindley. Tindley basketball. Here's a three from the top of the key. Rims in and out. Missed. As Josiah Poole can't connect. Back the other way. That's a layup by Harris. He comes up short. And again, Tindley back the other way with the basketball. Here's DaCosta. 6'8", left-hand shot, no good. DaCosta definitely a project there for the Tigers. And there's a basket by Martin the other way, and Portage on top of this one, 2-0. Of course, a lot of players off this Tiger basketball team no longer with the club this year. They were very, very talented a year ago. A little different look now for Kevin Butler, their head coach. Here's Knox, no. And the rebound by Martin. Martin, coast to coast, and he's going to get fouled. Basket good, and he'll go to the line. Early 4-0 lead now for Portage, and Martin at the line. We talked about Martin. This guy can put up some big-time points. We're waiting now for Josiah Poole to get out of range on the left side. Free throw is missed, and it'll be Tindley basketball. Just underway here in the final game. Earlier, Seton knocked off Lighthouse East. That was an overtime game, 79-78. Bloomington South picked up a win over Illinois Crew in their contest. Connorsville beat South Bend Adams. Zionsville over Homeschool, and Greensburg defeated Franklin. Here's Knox down the lane, layup good. Tindley gets on the board. Cathedral beat Indy Northwest, and again Richmond picking up a win as well, as Portage unable to convert at the other end. Here comes Tindley. Short jumper on the way. That one rims around as Andrew Knox on the board. We're tied at 4 apiece. Portage basketball. There is Maureen Martin. Portage has been a staple in this tournament for many years, and there's a foul call. That'll go against DJ White, the sophomore. So White will pick up his first. Team foul number 2 now on Tindley, and we've got a foul call again. That may be DJ White picking up his second. Nope, they're going to get DaCosta on the foul instead, so that's good news for Tindley. Here's Martin at the line, 4 points. He'll be there for 2, the 6'2 senior. Boy, the first game of the day always tough to play in, and of course the last game of the day tough as well. You've been either traveling to get here or waiting around to play the last game. Second free throw by Martin is good. All 6 points on the board now for Portage. That's Martin. And an early 2-point lead here in the first quarter. This is Poole. They're trying to get it inside. Posting up was DJ White. And a foul called on the Indians at 5:09 remaining. Here in the opening period of play, that's going to be Evan Olson who picked up the foul. That's first foul now on Portage. This is Poole. One thing about the Wettig tournament, and Portage knows this, the players who have been in this, there's a traveling call against DaCosta. First turnover by Tindley. That you play 4 games in 3 days, and you can get really tired by the time you get to the third day, not only physically but mentally. It can be a real tough go for this many days. Here's a turnover. Portage, each team with a turnover. Tigers running. Here is Poole, the pull-up, no. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last to touch it, DaCosta, the 6'8 sophomore. So the Tigers give it back, and the Indians will have it. Here's Martin across the timeline against Knox. Turnaround shot, good. There's Verduzco. Now Portage leading it by 4. Boy, collision there. Going down hard is Harris for Portage. The Indians quickly advancing the basketball, and a little slow coming back the other way as Harris. Shot's going to be missed by Martin. Here come the Tigers once again. Good look at Poole. He nearly loses it, and now they'll try to post up DaCosta underneath. See a change here for Portage as Jalen Smith about set to come in. Rebound, put back, yes. 8-6 your score. Dana Bennigan there for the shot. There's the shot on the way at the other end by Harris. 10-6, 3:24 to go. Knox at the elbow, nothing there. We'll set it out front now to Josiah Poole. Only 3 seniors on this Tindley team, so they're relatively young. Fronting is Brandon English. Their 6'5 senior against Christian DaCosta. A couple of changes for Portage. We mentioned Jalen Smith is in. Aaron Parrott has checked in. And also into the ball game, Isaiah Hudson, a 6'2 senior. DaCosta coming out. We'll see Nicholas Murph come in, a 6'2 senior. And we are coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Ball thrown out of bounds. That'll be the second turnover now by the Indians here in the opening period of play. Again, the winner of this will play Richmond tomorrow night. The other side of the bracket there, still Greensburg and Cathedral. That ought to be a great matchup tomorrow at 7. Connorsville will play a very big Zionsville team. There's a whistle and a foul, and that's going to put Tindley at the line. We're going to start calling this young man Double A. Smith will pick up the foul. This young man right here has a longer last name than I do. 2:39 remaining. Adem Benigum. Back to a 3-point lead, his first point of the night. Well, we have seen some good offensive performances tonight. We just got done seeing Drew Croft of Richmond hit 30. That's a high for the day. Smith also of Lighthouse South, their Bulldog leading scorer, had 30. 10-8 your score. Tindley pressing, ball is loose.
And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Tindley. Don't take that back. That's going to be Portage. And coming into the ball game, Xavier Aponte now for the Indians. So he will check in, and coming out of the lineup is London Harris, 2 points. 2:32 to go. This is Martin. Tigers will stay man-to-man. Driving the lane with a left-hand floater, no good by Hudson. One and done there for the Indians. And we've got a foul call against Portage off the drive by Knox. I think they're going to get Aponte. So Aponte picks up his first. That'll be team foul number 3 now. Here is Knox, the fadeaway no. Portage basketball. Here's Martin down the lane. Right hand, yes. Martin now with 8 points here in the opening quarter, and it's a 4-point lead now for the Indians. Tindley basketball. Nothing there for White. Poole back to White. Turns, shoots it, hits it. DJ White with his first 2. Back to a 2-point game as you see Tindley looking to trap. They force the turnover, and an easy layup there for Knox. 3 turnovers now for Portage. And this ball game is tied at 12. The Indians this time will break the zone trap, and there's a near steal once again as Aponte not taking care of that basketball strong on the right wing. He's coming out. Harris back in. And a minute 13 remaining here in the first quarter. Low scoring opening period. We had a couple of games earlier that were high scoring early. There's a 3 by Martin. Portage back up by 3. Tindley basketball. 50 seconds remaining. Here's Double A down the lane. The miss. Ball tipped, and eventually Parrott with a rebound. Once again for Portage. 39 seconds remaining in the quarter, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Portage. That might have been Martin. It was. Martin picks up the foul. That's team foul number 4. Each team with 4. See if the Tigers will go ahead and play for one right here. You can see head coach Rick Snodgrass there for Portage. Wants his team to pick up their defensive intensity here in these final 19 seconds. Good look at Poole. See if Portage will try to trap here. 9 seconds remaining. The reversal now to Poole. Poole on the drive. Wide open for 3. Good at the buzzer. There is Nicholas Murph for 3, and that's how we'll end the first period of play here at the Tiernan Center in the final game on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll head to the second. Tied at 15. This is Richmond basketball, and this is also the Wettig tournament right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Well, we're here to the final game and a tie ball game early in this one as we head to the second, and a foul down the lane, and that will put Parrott at the line. Martin leading the way with 7? He has 11 points in the first half for the Indians. And this will put Parrott at the line for the first time. That last foul called on AA there for Tindley. Free throw's no good. Adem Ben Igum coming out of the ball game. DJ White. We will see Michael Robertson, a 6'4" sophomore, now check in the lineup. Second free throw is in and out, and that's going to be a lane violation either way. It was missed anyway. So Parrott misses both. We're going to see Brandon English come back in now for Portage, and it'll be Tiger basketball. And we've got another moving screen. Boy, we've seen a lot of those today. Robertson picks up the foul. Turnover for the Tigers. Both teams continue to sub liberally here in the second quarter. There is Smith. Tigers stay man-to-man. They ended up zone trapping a little bit. That pass inside and turnover for Portage. That'll be their fourth. That's not going to make Coach Snodgrass very happy at all. Unforced error like that, just a bad pass. High screen set there by Murph, and a whistle and a foul. And it'll be a two-shot foul. So English picks up the foul. That is his first. Here is Andrew Knox, senior, 5'10". Tindley now taking a 1-point lead here in the second. Change here now for the Tigers. We will see Antonio Robinson come into the lineup. Poole gets both, and it is a 2-point lead. Take that back. Knox gets both. 17-15. Here's Smith, and a near turnover again as Tindley getting in the passing lane. Able to knock that one out of bounds, Josiah Poole. Well, neither one of these two teams real big threats offensively, at least early in this ball game. We're into the second quarter, still only 17-15. Martin, 11 points for Portage, 11 of their 15 points. On the drive, Martin. Roll miss. Ball goes out of bounds. Hard to the floor there was Murph for Tindley. Ball will stay here with the Indians. 6:30 to go in the second. Boy, Martin will give it up. See if he gets it back. He will. Here's Martin. Nothing there for the Indians, so they'll reset it once again. Harris swings it left side now to Smith. They're working low. English trying to find room underneath. Nothing there. Good defense by the Tigers. And they'll work it to Martin. Here's a three-pointer in the way. No. Ball tipped in the air, and eventually coming away with it is Smith, and he can't finish it off. And now we've got a foul off the rebound. Two players to the floor, and the foul's going to be called against Verduzco there for the Indians. Jalen Smith, the 5'8" senior, coming out of the ball game for the Indians. Evan Olson back in. Another senior for Portage, and now you see the Indians a little zone trap themselves. They'll try to slow things down here for the Tigers. Murph. Lead pass now to Robinson. Portage on the defensive side, gets the block and a late whistle. They're going to call a two-shot foul right here, and that foul's going to go against Evan Olson, his second. So here is Antonio Robinson at the line. 5:34 remaining in the second quarter, and Robinson misses the front of two. Double A back in again for the Tigers. Second free throw now by Robinson, and he misses that one. Is it going to be a lane violation? And they say yes. In fact, Robinson made the free throw, take it away. He stepped over the line. We have our second violation. We're going to stay at 7:15, and quickly out of the ball game is Evan Olson. He only played about 30 seconds and heads to the end of the bench. Indians basketball. So turnover, Portage number 5. Tindley back the other way, and that's going to put Josiah Poole at the line. So Poole will be in for 2. We're going to see Portage come back now with Aponte. I was watching Coach Snodgrass there for the Indians. A little upset with his team after that most recent turnover, and Josiah Poole will now head to the free throw line. We've been in a scoring drought for a while here. And Poole gets on the board, and I mean a scoring drought for Portage. Out of the lineup is Harris. So Poole in for number 2, gets them both. It's now a 4-point lead. There's that zone trap again by the Tigers. Indians have a really good zone breaker right there. Here's a downtown 3, good by Aponte. They finally get on the board. Took them almost 3 minutes to score here in this second quarter. Back the other way. There's a 3 by Poole. Josiah Poole with 5 quick points. And it's back to a 4-point lead for Tindley. The Indians will turn it over for the 6th time. Tigers the other way. Basket good by Robinson. And a timeout on the floor. As Coach Snodgrass has seen enough. 4:33 remaining here in the second quarter on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Tigers lead this one 24-18.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Yeah, we're about halfway through this second quarter, and Portage needed a timeout. They want this one to get away. A couple of big turnovers, and Tindley able to take advantage of those turnovers. A few Richmond's players still hanging around to see which one of these two teams they will play tomorrow night at 8:30. Loser will play at 1:30. Ball loose. Tindley trying to get another turnover. Portage, their offense, you can see it's forced way out beyond the three-point line. See if Martin can get him going. He's been quiet lately. Martin off the drive. Pulls up and hits it. There's what they needed right there. Martin with 13. And it's back to a 4-point lead. Tigers in the half court once again. Ball loose, and we have a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Tindley. But they'll lose that arrow, and that means they'll get a turnover. 3:31 to go before halftime. 8 games in the books here today, and we started this one at 10 o'clock this morning. It's going to end up being nearly a 12-hour day. Josiah Poole unable to do anything with it. Double A down the lane. Basket good, and he's fouled. Dan Bemigun there for the Tigers, back to a 6-point lead. DaCosta back in, the 6'8 sophomore. Now for the Tigers, and also coming in the lineup for Portage, London Harris. Dan Bendigum now at the line for the Tigers will try to give Tindley a 7-point lead. He will not, but the miss in the offensive rebound. Murph put back short. And Portage had it in the hands there of Harris, and it's knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Tindley touches it last. So back over now to the Indians as Martin crossed the timeline. Here's Aponte. He hit a downtown 3 moments ago. But Portage pretty inconsistent offensively. There's a reaching foul on Robinson. So that'll be team foul number 7 now on the Tigers, and we will go to the free throw line. This is a 1 and bonus now for Marion Martin. And back down to a 5-point lead. Well, the tough part about this game is trying to find some energy. The crowd that was here for the last game, as Richmond picked up a win, a lot of them have exited since. And so these two teams, again at the end of the day, trying to grab some energy from somewhere. And right now it's up to their bench and what fans he might have here, which aren't many. There's a takeaway. 4th turnover. That ball just taken out of the air there for the Indians. Wide open is Aponte for 3, missed it. Going over the back that time was Harris, no call. Here's Double A down the lane, scoop shot, no. And here's Martin. Indians 2-on-2 break the other way. Nice give and go. Martin in the layup. And is back to a 2-point game with just over 2 minutes remaining here before halftime. If Tindley were to lose this game, they're not used to being in the losers bracket. Made a nice run last year in this tournament. And we've got an offensive foul on DaCosta. 5th turnover now by the Tigers. Andrew Knox will check in. 1:45 to go. Good look at Martin across the timeline out on the high post. Here's Parrott. Here's a deep 3. Basket good, and he's fouled. And Harris, chance now for a 4-point play. And just like that, Portage has taken the lead. Foul's going to be called on Nicholas Murph. He just picked up his 2nd. DaCosta coming out. So Tindley gets a little bit smaller right here, but it looks like we're going to see Michael Robertson come in. And Murph will sit down with those 2 fouls. Chance now for London Harris to complete a rare 4-point play. And he will do so. So Portage Now leading it by 2. Tindley quickly pushing the ball up the floor. Here is Knox for 3, missed it. Battle for the rebound, put back, yes, by Kamani Sims, and he'll go to the line. Sims checking into the lineup now for Tindley. Ties the ball game at 28. If that's a Ponte, and it is, that'll be his second. Well, you just had a 4-point play at one end, and the Tigers come back. Chance for a 3-point play as Kamani Sims will step to the line and missed it badly. And the long rebound near the baseline by Harris. Tied at 28 here in the second quarter. Here's Martin on the drive. 3 Tindley players there, and he missed it. Rebound Robertson, Tiger basketball. 1:05 remaining. I think this might be still too much time here if the Tigers thinking about holding it for 1. That's a long time to hold the basketball. Looks like they'll go ahead and run their motion offense right here against the man-to-man for Portage. This is Knox. Quick pass inside, and it's turned over. Goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Portage. Boy, if they let that go, they get the basketball back, but London Harris got a hand on it and went out of bounds. So Tindley off the inbound and a whistle, and that's going to go against the Indians. They may get Verduzco on the foul, and they will. Miguel picks up his second team foul, number 10 now on the Indians. So this is double bonus now the rest of the way. At 44.9 seconds, line drive, free throw good by Robertson. He gets his first point. And Tindley leads it by 1. Second free throw on the way, missed off the back of the rim, and there's Parrott with a rebound. So 38 seconds remaining in a 1-point ball game. Portage, there's the drive, knocked out of his hand, short shot from Harris to Parrott, and we've got a jump ball. That was Aaron Parrott in there battling along with Michael Robertson. 27.9 to go. Portage basketball off the inbound, near steal. 16 feet away, short. Aponte gets it back, puts it in. 5 by Aponte and 15-9 on the clock, and a foul on the Indians. And now Rick Snodgrass, his jacket has finally come off. He's not happy with his team right now, their transition defense. So Knox will go to the line for 2. The foul called on Parrott. Poole misses the first. One more here for Andrew Knox. Tied at 30. Here's that zone trap again. This will slow things down for Portage. There's a travel and a turnover nonetheless. Tindley with 2 seconds to go, and that shot is tipped up. Is it good? I believe it is. Portage says it is not good. Robertson tipped it in. I thought he got it in before the buzzer. Because now it's down to the 3 officials to decide if it's good or it's not good. Kevin Butler, the head coach for Tindley, waiting to get a decision, and I'm sure Coach Snodgrass as well, and they say it is good. I think that's the right call. So Robertson gets the tip at the buzzer for Tindley. We have made it to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. There you see it, Tindley on top of Portage, 30-30. This is the Wettig Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
There's your halftime score, 32-30, final game of this 8-game opening day of the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Here's how the first half scoring went. We'll start with the Tindley Tigers. They were led in that first half. In fact, good balanced scoring. 5 points by Knox, 4 points by AA, 5 points by Poole, 2 by Sims, 2 by Robinson, Murph with 3. Michael Robertson finished with 3, and then 2 points by DJ White finished out their 32. 5 turnovers in the first half by the Tigers. Portage on the other side, they were led by Marion Martin with 17 points, 5 by Aponte, 6 points by Harris, and Verduzco finished with 2 in the first half, and there were 7 turnovers by the Indians in the first half as well. We mentioned earlier today, Seton gets the win. They'll play Bloomington South tomorrow at 4 in the winner's bracket. Connorsville against Zionsville at 5:30. Greensburg against Cathedral at 7. And then Richmond will play the winner this game beginning at 8:30. And all the action will begin again tomorrow bright and early here at the Tiernan Center beginning at 9 o'clock. Second half action is coming up here at the Tiernan Center. Stay right there. This is the Wettig Tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Getting ready for the third quarter. Reminder, today's game brought to you in part by the Best Western Classic of Richmond. If you're planning on coming to the Wettig and seeing games over the next couple of days, how about staying at the Best Western Classic? At the Best Western Classic of Richmond, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. 32-30 here at halftime as the Tigers with a 2-point lead. After we're done today, we'll know what the lineup will look like for tomorrow, and we'll update our broadcast schedule for tomorrow as well. And again, the winner of this game will play Richmond. The Red Devils pulling out a win earlier tonight over Lighthouse South. Andrew Croft with 30 points in that win. One of two players had 30 in that contest. Those two, the leading scorers in those opening games. We saw Ellis earlier tonight end up with 27 for Illinois Crew. They call it Crew, not CRU. Of course, they didn't bother telling us that till late, but it is Illinois Crew. But Bloomington South, they put 100 points plus on the board in their win against Illinois Crew. So here we go in the third quarter. It will be Tindley basketball to begin our next 8 minutes of play. Well, so far when you look at these two teams, neither one can really put a big-time scare in you yet. We've seen both teams play okay so far. They'll go inside to the big fella. DaCosta misses, and that will go over to Portage. They're going to get DJ White, I believe, on the rebounding foul. That's going to be his second. Of course, Coach Snodgrass watching him coaching Portage. He wasn't happy with his team a couple of times, and there's how you get things started. London Harris on the board. And we're tied at 32. Harris now with 8. Tindley trying to work that ball down inside to DaCosta, the 6'8 post player, though he is, again, a project. He is only a sophomore. Looks like a young man trying to grow into his body, and they're going to get him on a moving screen. DaCosta, 6 turnovers, second foul on DaCosta. And one thing about it is you go get set. You don't go up to the player and necessarily set that screen. You kind of set and let the guard come to you. So Portage a chance to take the lead. And they turn it over as well. 8 turnovers. And back the other way is Knox, and we've got a whistle. Stoppage of play. Now the 3 officials will get together here, and I'm not sure what this is going to be. Well, they call the possession arrow in favor of Portage, but I'm not sure what happened. So Portage basketball, I guess you would consider that a Tiger turnover. That'll be number 7. And again, the Indians with the basketball, chance to take the lead here in the third, and there's a carry. That's the unforced turnovers that'll drive Coach Snodgrass nuts. 9 turnovers now by Portage. I was going to say the possession arrow should go in favor of Tindley, as Portage just got the basketball a few moments ago on the possession arrow. So here we go now, Tindley basketball. Final game of the day, and has not been exactly the prettiest of matchups between these two ball clubs. Tindley certainly missing a huge bunch of players from last year's team, and boy, contact going to the basket, nothing there for Harris. Tindley back the other way, layup good by Poole. 7 now by Poole. Tindley up by 2. Here's a shot in the corner by Harris, short. Rebound Knox. Knox down in numbers, will take it himself, and a blocked shot, but a whistle and a foul. So Knox will go to the line for 2. They're going to get Evan Olson as he picks up the foul. They're going to say it's number 2 on Olson, the second team foul. And the free throw good by Knox. Knox with 6. Tindley leads it by 3, and coming out of the ball game will be London Harris now for Portage. And Knox back in for number 2, and it is back now to a 4-point lead. Tigers, the home team, or I should say the road team in this game. If tomorrow again against Richmond, they'll be, whoever it is, will be the road team no matter what. Richmond the host. will be the home team. Boy, that's a travel right there on English, and he got away with it. English gets 2. 36-34. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the third. English, a big wide body underneath. He and DaCosta both a little bit raw offensively. DaCosta, as we mentioned, he gets that high screen, and we've got a whistle and a foul call. So English picks up his second. DaCosta will head to the bench. He comes out. Michael Robertson back in now for Tindley. Tigers basketball, double A on the shot off the front of the rim. Rebound, put back good. There is Robertson. Robertson with 5. Back to a 4-point lead now for the Tigers. Up the screen, Smith. Pull-up jumper short. Long rebound for Poole. Tigers basketball, 4:30 to go. Here's Poole for 3, no. Rebound and a rebounding foul as well on Robertson. Picks up his second. Ponte coming back in now for Portage. Verduzco will come out. There is Knox able to get into the passing lane, knock that one out of bounds. See Coach Snodgrass there at the bottom right of your screen, coming again up off that bench. He was at the end of the bench there for the moment. Times can't be happy with his team's execution on offense. Here's Smith across the timeline, and there's another moving screen. They got Smith. Once he handed off the basketball, he doesn't stand still right there, and that's a pretty easy call, and Coach Snodgrass knows it. 9th, or should say 10th turnover now by Portage, and we're halfway through the third quarter. And we've got a holding foul underneath on Hudson. Hudson at 6'2", trying to guard Robertson at 6'4", 6'5" underneath. English coming out for Portage. Aaron Parrott in the lineup now for the Indians. They get a little bit smaller right here, but both teams about equal in size. Under the 4-minute mark. Good look at Andrew Knox. A little high, low underneath, and that's going to go out of bounds. DJ White unable to hold on to it. Tigers turn it over. 9th turnover now by Tindley. And we'll stay at a 4-point lead here in the third. Final game of the day. We will end up being here 12 hours, bringing you basketball coverage of the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. We'll be back here tomorrow. 3-day event. 32 games in total, as there's a drive and a foul, and that's going to put Martin at the line, I do believe. Knox will pick up his first, and that'll be team foul number 4. And here's Martin at the line, 17 points in the first half. And is back now to a 3-point lead. Martin, in fact, leading all scorers with 18. Second free throw is on the way and good. Boy, I tell you what, at Portage, they're going to have to get it to Martin even more. We have seen some of his numbers earlier this year, and he can easily get into the 20s. Double A on the drive, reverse layup, good. I notice they never say his name. Adem Begenibum. Adem Ben Igum. That's his last name. Adentanen is his first name. And forgive me if we're saying that wrong. We probably can say it 5 or 6 different ways. Here's Martin, and he'll go to the line. That's why we call him Double A. So Knox will pick up the foul. That's number 2. Marion Martin. Chance to get into the 20-point plateau here in the third. Back to a 3-point lead. We'll see DJ White come out. Murph is in. Second free throw by Martin is short. Tindley rebound. Robertson able to pick up the board there for the Tigers. And it's still 3 points here for Tindley. 2:29 to go. Posting up, or at least trying, was Murph. Nothing there. Fronted down low by Parrott. The spin, the fadeaway, no by Poole. Offensive rebound, ball loose, goes out of bounds. And last touched by Hudson. London Harris will come back in for Portage. Get a look at Hudson coming out of the lineup, the 6'2 senior. Tigers off the inbound. Portage staying man-to-man. There's a block shot underneath by Parrott. Ball loose. Tindley basketball, and Double A will go to the line. Dan Benegum to the line now. He has 6 points. Last foul called on Parrott. That's his second. 2:01 remaining here in this third quarter. Double A hits the second one, and Tindley leads it by 4. Under the 2-minute mark, Smith trap turns it over for Portage. Back the other way, there's Double A once again, and Portage needs a timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 1:48 to go here in the third. Tindley on top, 43-37.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Coach Snodgrass getting the timeout for the Indians. You know, they keep battling back. They just can't seem to quite get over that hump. And now Tindley with a 43-37 lead here in the third. Martin, 20 points for Portage. Boy, that last turnover, though, by Jalen Smith really hurt. And now you see the Tigers back in that zone trap. Portage able to break it. Here's Martin. Martin off the front of the rim. Battle for the rebound. Who's going to eventually come up with it? A lot of contact underneath. Martin gets it and scores. And he will go to the line. Robertson picks up number 3. And here's Martin trying to complete the three-point play. 22 points now for Martin. And it's all of a sudden a three-point ball game. 90 seconds remaining in the third. Looks like this final game of the day may come right down to the wire. Turnover, Tindley. That's number 10. Here's Martin back the other way, forcing his will to the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebounded there by Robertson. And there's a foul by Martin in the backcourt. Just picked up his second. Well, you certainly don't want to foul that far away from the basket. It's only the 6th team foul, but we will be in the bonus here on both sides. .107 remaining in the third. Knox, the kick out, block shot once again by Parrott. Murph unable to get his shot off because of the Parrott block shot. 50 seconds remaining. Martin for three, way short. Rebounded by Poole. Tindley basketball with a 3-point lead. Here's Poole with a crossover off now to Andrew Knox. Tigers look to play for one here at the end of the third. Well, that should be a reach right there on Harris. The drive, unable to finish, is Knox, and then the putback. Knox able to get his own missed shot. 19 seconds remaining. 45-40. Tindley with a 5-point lead. Nice drive down the lane. Foul call, and that's going to put Harris at the line. Harris has 8 points. Robertson just picked up his 4th. And Harris at the line for 2. Portage back to within 4. 10.1 remaining. Here in the third. Second free throw. We're going to see another change for Portage. That shot way short. Long rebound Poole. 6 seconds remaining. Wide open for three is Murph, and he airballed it. Ball safe from going out of bounds, but that will not count either way. We will head to the fourth quarter. It hasn't been pretty through 3. But Tindley on top of this one, 45-41. This is the Wettig tournament right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond.
We are back at the Tiernan Center as we're down to the final 8 minutes, barring an overtime here tonight. We had an overtime to start the day. Let's don't have one to finish the day, though. Tindley will inbound. Here is Poole. Gives it up to Murph and back to Poole as they'll set it up in the half court. Winner of this will play Richmond tomorrow night. Jump hook inside Robertson, no, and we've got a rebounding foul. That's going to be Murph, I believe. So Murph picks up number 3. R.J. Lyon, number 4, was in the lineup just briefly there for Tindley. Unfortunately, now we could be shooting a lot of free throws the rest of the way, as that will put Parrott at the line. And we're now the bonus here for Portage. Now there's a discussion on who the player was shooting the free throw. At the line, they have Martin, but they weren't sure really that Martin was the guy shooting. Tindley tried to say it was Aaron Parrott. So here's a good-looking Martin. 24 now by Martin. And Portage back to within 3. Martin gets one more. And now 2-point ball game. Martin with 25. Here's double A, nearly, and he does travel with it. He switched pivot feet. Tindley with another turnover. That's number 11. Portage with 10 turnovers. All the teams that played earlier pretty much out of here now, getting ready for potentially a long day again tomorrow. And then, of course, Saturday really will test your endurance. Portage down by 2, chance to tie or take the lead. Forced pass going to the floor is Martin, and a foul call. Martin may have caught an elbow. He went down pretty quick. Foul's going to be called on Nicholas Murph. He just picked up his 4th. Robertson has 4. Murph has 4. And London Harris at the line. He is 1 for 3. That's a 1-point ball game. DaCosta back in, the 6'8" sophomore. One more here for Harris, and a chance to tie this game in the 4th quarter. Robertson is out, back in the lineup, DJ White. So Harris short. Rebound battled for, coming away with it, and that's going to be Parrott out battling DaCosta for the rebound. And DaCosta just picked up his 3rd. He has 3, Robertson 4, Murph has 4. Tindley starting to get into some foul trouble. And a chance here now for Portage at the line is Parrott. There's one. Tied now at 45. One more. And Portage has battled back to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. 46-45. Good look at Poole. Tindley needs to get their offense back in sync. They've kind of gone away from what got them there early. That baseline shot no good. DaCosta can't come up with a rebound. Portage basketball. That is Harris. Harris will get it back outside down to Martin. So now Martin running the point for the Eagles. Martin in the corner. The drive by Harris. His shot no good. Put back, yes, by Parrott. And now a 3-point lead for Portage. Here is the big guy, DaCosta, unable to finish it. Ball goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to say that is Portage basketball. So Tindley has gone cold now here in the 4th quarter. Now they've had a couple of big turnovers as well, and Portage now able to take advantage of some of those turnovers, and now Portage a chance to build on a 3-point lead. This is Smith. Off the screen is Parrott, and another foul. They're going to get DaCosta for number 4. So now 3 players with 4 fouls for the Tigers, and now a timeout on the floor. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're in the 4th quarter, and right now it's 6:09 remaining. It is a 48-45 lead. Portage here at the 12th annual Bob Wettig Tournament.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
Boy, give Portage a lot of credit. They had battled back here now in the fourth quarter, although the game has been back and forth pretty much most of the night, but they're winning the rebounding battle here in the fourth. And here's one guy, Aaron Parrott, who has done a nice job in the fourth quarter, getting some key rebounds. And he misses the free throw. He is now, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Second one now at 6:09 remaining. And he missed them both. Rebound by DJ White. We mentioned how Tindley has 3 guys in foul trouble. DaCosta, Robertson, and Murr, so they have 3 fouls between them to finish out this ball game. So they need to. They'll buy a minute or so, a couple of minutes, and there is a steal and a foul call. That's going to be Parrott picking up his third. So now Sims will go to the line. And we're in the one and bonus now. There you get a look at Kamani Sims, the 6'2 junior. One of 2 from the line now for Sims. Back to a 2-point lead for Portage. Second free throw. Perfect on both. It's a 1-point ball game. Tindley trying to press once again. Here's Martin. Nearly lost it on the behind-the-back dribble. Now brings it out. Here is a 3 from the left wing. No good by Aponte. And we will have a rebounding foul called against Tindley. And they're going to get DJ White for his third. So Parrott back to the line, just missed 2 a moment ago. Everything double bonus now for Portage. Can't get the roll there, and Parrott's 3 in a row. He hit 2 a moment ago and then missed 2, and now back to the line. He's missed his third straight. Second free throw. He'll get 1. 2-point lead. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. This is Poole. Portage bench trying to produce some energy here for their defense. Here's Knox, and a whistle and a foul called against Smith. So Smith picks up number 3. That's the 8th team foul. And Andrew Knox at the line, and we're still in the bonus here for Tindley. First free throw's on the way, no good. And the rebound by Parrott. That is Martin. Boy, cutting down the lane is Smith, and he will go to the line. Boy, Tindley really racking up the fouls here in the fourth quarter. He got double A that time. That's going to be his third. Or is that number 2? They'll say number 2. Smith at the line, double bonus again. And right now, Portage, they keep forcing the fouls. They can win this game at the free throw line. And a ton of stoppages of play as well here in the fourth quarter, back to a 4-point lead. That is double A on the drive. Scoop shot, good. And back now to a 2-point lead. 4:37 remaining. Winner advances to play Richmond tomorrow. Loser onto the loser side of the bracket. Nice shot inside. There is Harris again. Portage's offense looking better with their cutting in the lane instead of settling for the outside shot. Pull-up jumper, no by Knox. Saved from going out of bounds by DJ White, but it's saved to Portage. Now 4-point lead. There's a drive off the glass, no, and put back, no as well by Parrott off the miss by Martin. Ball loose in the backcourt and a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Portage. Be careful, gentlemen. No need to fight over the basketball. The whistle has already blown that one dead. So Portage will keep it. Coming out of the ball game, Sims now for Tindley. Robertson back in, 3:54 remaining. Portage again, winning the possession arrow. Boy, they had him. If that pass is a little bit quicker by Smith, you have London Harris wide open. Pass was too late that time by Smith. 3:52 to go. That one knocked out of bounds by Andrew Knox. And right now, Portage having a real tough time just getting the ball in bounds. This time, Smith will inbound on the sideline, and looks like we got a timeout by Portage. So the Indians don't want to turn it over here late in the ball game. They'll get the timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Portage on top by 4.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
(53-49) here in the fourth. Still 3:50 remaining, so we have a lot of basketball to be played. Nothing decided yet. Portage able to get that timeout to keep the possession. Smith had tried to inbound 2 or 3 times on the baseline, was unsuccessful. Now tries on the sideline and finally gets it in for the Indians. Well, if you're Portage right now, you try to run a little clock. If you can get a layup, great. But I don't know if that's the shot you're looking for by Jalen Smith. That's probably not it. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Basket good by Knox. Back to a 2-point ball game. That's a little bit perplexing why Smith would throw up a shot the way he did. There's no way that Coach Snodgrass was looking for that. Here's Martin. Now, one thing, be careful is Martin. Will he draw the double team? He does. That shot no good. And we've got a rebounding foul. We will on Parrott. Just a bad decision by Smith and not a really good decision by Martin. You knew he was going to draw the double team. Probably a ball you kick out. Somebody could have been wide open in the corner. But Martin decided to take it himself. We'll see Verduzco come in. Also coming in will be Brandon English. So Parrott will sit down, and also sitting down will be Jalen Smith. Here's DJ White. White with 3:09, got it. Barely, but he got it. 5 points, by White. Chance to tie the ball game right here. Feed banks that one in. And so White with 2 free throws, and we're tied. You got to go back to the Smith possession and the Martin possession. For Portage, 4-point lead, and they missed them both. There's a bump, nothing. That is English out away from the basket and able to give it up once again. 2:47, Portage a little out of sync right now offensively. And you can tell Tindley forcing them out beyond the 3-point line. Verduzco, ball loose, turnover, Portage. That is number 10. 15-footer straight away, good as Poole able to give Tindley the lead once again as Portage losing a 4-point lead, and now you're looking at a 6-point swing in this one late, and another timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Here in the 4th period, 2:28 remaining. And right now, it's a 2-point lead for Tindley.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Well, right when you thought Portage may have control of the basketball game, and I really thought that what they might try to do, run a little bit of clock as Tindley trying to come up with a steal. And then Portage blowing a 4-point lead. Not a big lead, but still a chance to even run some clock under the 3-minute mark. And 2 bad plays by Smith and Martin. And now Portage playing from behind. Tindley trying to get a steal, and they will. Another turnover by the Indians. Rick Snodgrass can't believe his team has fallen apart here in the late stages of this 4th quarter. So now Tindley able to hold the basketball. Double A on the drive, the kickoff to the right to Robinson, and the skip once again out front. Now to Poole. They're going to make Portage foul him. It'll put Tindley into the double bonus. And they can go to the free throw line and shoot free throws themselves, right where I thought maybe Portage would be able to win this game at the free throw line. And now Tindley has a chance. 1:18 to go, still plenty of time. Decision will have to be made soon on what to do. There's a drive down the lane and a foul, and that's going to put Andrew Knox at the line. 2-shot foul for Knox. English picks up the foul, and boy, you're going to say to yourself, if you're a Portage fan, how did you let this one get away? You were at about 2:45 when I mentioned the one thing you wanted to probably do is run a little bit of clock. If you can get yourself a layup, great. Make Tindley foul you. And then they turned it over. Got really 2 bad shots. One was by Smith off that inbound, and the other one by Martin, who tried to force himself down the lane against a double team. 4-point lead. Tindley now with 1:12 remaining. Chance to advance. Here's Martin across the timeline. Loser of this game will play at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon against Lighthouse South. Basket is good by Martin, and a foul. So back now to a 2-point lead, and Martin at the line. 27 now by Martin. Martin a chance to perhaps redeem himself a little bit right here. He's played well tonight, just a little bit perplexing on that one play that he took to the rim. 28 now by Martin. Back in the ball game is Jalen Smith. Portage will press, 1:03 remaining. Again, both teams in the double bonus. Every foul now will be a 2-shot foul. Tindley, double A the other way, passes inside, turnover by the Tigers. Here come the Indians once again. This is Verduzco, and a foul call against Tindley. They got double A in that one. his third, and Verduzco at the line. So 2 shots now for number 11 right there, Verduzco. Chance now to give Portage the lead with 50.3 remaining. And he's short. Boy, Portage has missed a ton of free throws in the second half. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've missed 10 free throws in the second half alone. Coach Snodgrass now sitting at the end of the bench, missed them both. They had a chance to take the lead, and now they're going to have to foul eventually on the trap. Ball loose, turnover. Tindley got loose with it. Here is a charge the other way by Harris, and a foul caller to go out of bounds. It goes out of bounds. Portage giving up the basketball, and now Tindley will call the timeout. 34.1 tonight's game, brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, Tuesday the oven roasted chicken, Wednesday the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. 34.1 seconds. 57-56, Tigers on top. They get the timeout. Once they inbound right here, the question is for Portage, do you foul immediately? And if you're going to, who do you try to foul? And then the other side for Tindley, I don't know who their worst free throw shooter is, but if whoever it may be, you don't let them touch the basketball. Maurian Martin leading the way, 28 points tonight for the Indians. 13 by Knox. Solid game for the Tigers. Here is again the denial of the basketball. Boy, nice catch right there by Poole. Now you got a foul at some point, and almost a turnover. Boy, you're going to have to make a better pass than that, as Parrott nearly comes up with a turnover for Portage. 25.7 seconds remaining. Here you see Coach Snodgrass there for Portage. Double A off the inbound. Tindley basketball. And a whistle and a foul. Verduzco picks up his third, so they're going to put Double A at the line. And again, everything 2 shots. Double A, 11 points. And we're going to see Ponte come back in. He is a 3-point shooter for Portage. And there's a miss. He'll get another one. Boy, you know, we talked about Portage missing some big free throws. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 misses by the Tigers in the second half. Certainly not as many as Portage. Second free throw is good. 2-point lead, 20 seconds remaining. Portage will attack. Here's Martin off the glass. No. Rebound. Put back. No. And that'll put Parrott at the line. Well, Parrott is not exactly Mr. Automatic. He's missed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has missed 6 times from the free throw line here tonight. .5 to go. Coming out of the ball game for Tindley is DJ White a little shaken up. He'll leave. And so Robertson back in. He has 4 fouls. And there you see Parrott having to think about it a little bit before he gets to the line. Verduzco missed twice a little bit ago. There's another miss. Portage just absolutely shooting themselves in the foot here in the fourth quarter. One more, and we'll see Jalen Smith come back in. Parrott back to the line. A lot of pressure right here, and the second one is good. So now 1 point lead, and that's why you see Smith coming back in. They'll get an extra guard into the lineup. Tindley with the basketball. I don't know if they have any timeouts remaining, and they're going to have to foul. Verduzco picks up his fourth. Coach Snodgrass wanted that foul a little bit quicker. As about 3.5, 4 seconds came off the clock. So this will put Josiah Poole at the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Hit both of his free throws early in the first quarter. Back to a 2-point lead. Well, if you're going to shoot the three, I guess you're probably looking at Martin. He's had a couple of threes. Harris has had a three. Second one is no good. The clock has not started. That got a late start. Portage with Martin driving and scoring. Tied at 59. Timeout Tindley. Martin now with 30. They've got .7 on the clock. The only problem is the clock operator did not start that clock on the rebound. It was 7.9, and it stayed there for a couple of seconds. So really, Tindley ought to have about 2.73 seconds in that area to have the basketball. And we're close to getting to another overtime. Start the day with an overtime. We may end the day with an overtime. Boy, you look at Portage, I don't know, they got 1.3, but again, there was at least 2 seconds on that clock where it did not start. And that gave Portage a chance to advance that basketball with no time left on the, or I should say with, again, the clock not starting for about 2 to 3 seconds. A 1.3 for the Tigers. I'm not sure what you'll do here unless you throw it the length of the floor or at least get it to half court and try to do something with the basketball from there. Boy, if you're the losing team of this one, you're not going to go to a whole lot of chance to turn around and rest because you're going to come back and play at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. At least the winner of this game has until tomorrow night. Coach Snodgrass says he's going to get a timeout. We're going to take one as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 1.3 remaining. We're tied at 59.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Well, there you are, 59-59, 1.3. The only problem with high school basketball is you don't have a video replay to reset that clock. Otherwise, Tindley might have more time here to do something with the basketball. So let's see what is set up here. Generally get nothing out of this as Portage will go full court here. And the inbound turned over and a shot at the buzzer, no. So Tindley turns it over on the inbound, and guess what? We started the day with an overtime. We will end the day with an overtime. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're tied at 59. This is the Wettig and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boy's Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boy's Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Well, we had free basketball to start the day. We got some more free basketball to end this long Thursday of day one of the Wettig tournament. Neither team really, you look at the way this went in the fourth quarter, looked like neither team was really ready to win this game, just trying to avoid from losing it. So it will be Tindley basketball. And again, the foul issue will be certainly a problem for Tindley. The floater in the lane, no good by Poole, and a rebounding foul. And Tindley will go to the line. That foul is going to be on Jalen Smith. He just picked up number 4. At the line here is Robinson. Missed it. Well, neither team has exactly shot well from the free throw line. We talked about Portage and how many they've missed tonight. Tindley's had their share, especially in the second half and now the overtime, and 2 straight misses. Would have been a lane violation either way, so 2 misses on the board there for Robinson. He's 0 for 4. Well, if you're Richmond, you like this because now both teams having to play some extra basketball and even a little bit less rest for the winner. Portage. Ball loose, out of bounds, turnover by Harris. 13 turnovers now by the Indians. 13 turnovers by the Tigers. They're even in that department. And this is Poole across the timeline. A few fans still hanging around here, and now in the 10 o'clock hour. We started exactly 12 hours ago. Here's Knox. And this time we're going to see Tindley call a timeout themselves. Their offense getting a bit stagnant. Tied at 59 here in the OT.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, the timeout by the Tindley Tigers earlier today, and it was about 12 hours ago when that Seton Lighthouse East game tipped off at 10 o'clock this morning, finished in an overtime, and now Tindley and Portage. The winner again advancing to the quarterfinal round tomorrow night. We've got a foul away from the basketball, and who did they get? Is this London Harris? That is only the second on Harris. And at the line will be Robertson, the sophomore. Trying to break this tie, and he will. So now Tindley leads it by 1. Second free throw. So Robertson doing his job. He now has 6. Good look at Smith. I will always go back to that fourth quarter turnover. Here's Martin. It's going to be on the floor. Foul called against Robinson. That's his second. I'll go back to that fourth quarter in which Jalen Smith threw up that wild shot with a 4-point lead with about 2:43 to go. Tindley comes down, scores, then Martin comes back the other way, tried to force it between a double team. He missed it. Tindley came down, tied the ball game just like that. Here's Martin, 30 points. 2:39 remaining in the first overtime. Martin now with 31. Second free throw is good. So 32 now. And we're tied at 61. .230 remaining. Nothing decided so far as Knox will find Poole. Tindley looking inside to Murph, can't get it to him. Good defense now by Portage. Here is Poole dumping it down low to Murph, and again Double A with the basketball. 2 minutes remaining. Here is a three on the way, no good by Poole. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Murph, and it'll be Portage basketball. Here comes Martin. Martin double teamed in the corner. Skip past Verduzco, now they'll set it back out to Smith. 90 seconds remaining here in the first overtime. Here's Martin on the spin, and a foul call. I think it's going to be before the shot. Of course, too much NBA watching here as Portage wanted the continuation. Didn't quite work that way. Knox will pick up his fourth, and we go to another overtime. Tindley will be lucky to have anybody left. Minute 21 to go. Free throws on the way and good. (62-61). Martin now with 33. Now 34. Had about 4 players with 30-plus points in the tournament today. Tindley basketball, Double A on the drive. Got it. Tied at 63 once again. 1:05 remaining in the overtime. I'm not so sure if Harris shot that right there that Coach Snodgrass wouldn't come out on the floor himself and give him a couple of thumps upside the head, because that would not have been a good shot. And this time Portage will get the timeout. 46.3 seconds remaining in the first overtime. So far, nothing decided.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, Their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
46.3 seconds remaining here in our first overtime as Portage will inbound on the sideline. Verduzco will put it in play, and you know Martin's going to touch it. See if Portage is going to try to clear it out. That's going to be the case. Now, if you're the Tigers, you certainly play off your man knowing Martin wants to take it himself. Martin, 34 points. Now for Portage, 29 seconds. Martin from 14, blocked. Tindley basketball. Murph got a piece of it. Now Tindley sets up in the half court. 19 seconds to go. Here's Poole. Tigers going to run it down. It's now under 8. Here's Poole in the corner. Double A, short. And we will go to our second overtime as that one's off the rim, nearly made by Martin. Boy, would that have brought the house down. Overtime number 2 is coming up. We're tied at 63.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I am your spiritual support.
I am here to help you be independent
and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor.
I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. Well, our first double overtime game of this Wettig tournament. Tied at 63, and now Portage and the Tigers will get another 4 minutes to try to decide who will advance to play Richmond tomorrow. We probably have about 25, 30 people remaining here at the Tiernan Center to see the final game of the day. Most have gone home. Martin leading all scores with 34 unofficially for Portage. That is Verduzco with the basketball as Tindley stays man-to-man. They survived this with a lot of players in foul trouble. Most of those guys on the bench. Stop, pop, missing. Harris can't get it to go. Tindley with the rebound. That was Murph. And now chance here for the Tigers. Pull-up jumper in the way. Good as Murph. The rebound, and then at the other end hits the go-ahead bucket. 65-63. Here's Smith. 1 minute gone, and here the first overtime. Turnover, Portage. Another turnover by Smith. Portage basketball. As Poole waiting for help, and finally Double A with the basketball under 3 minutes and a near steal. And now Tindley's going to try to hold for a little bit. 250 is a long time to hold the basketball. They may be looking for a layup if they can get one, or a foul. That one missed by Poole. He stays down. Here's Martin. Martin back the other way. Verduzco with the basketball. In the corner, here's Smith, wide open three, no. Long rebound and a contact foul called against Parrott. So Parrott just picked up number 5. He is done for the night. He will finish with 6 points. 2:29 remaining in our second overtime.
So here's a big free throw and another miss. Missed them both. Boy, two big misses by Josiah Poole. He's missed 3 out of 4 in the overtime and the fourth quarter. So still Tindley with a 2-point lead. Here's Martin. Martin one-on-one and got a bad angle, missed the shot, took it too deep. And Tindley comes away with it once again. 2 minutes remaining. This is Knox stolen away. Portage back the other way and a foul call, and an intentional foul called against AA. That's a big, big foul as London Harris will go to the line for 2, and Portage will get the basketball back. Huge foul against Tindley. So at the line, here is London Harris. He's missed 3 out of his last 4, but there's a big one right there. Back now to a 1-point lead. Another one for Harris. Harris hits them both. And now Portage will get the basketball after the 2 made free throws. 1:58 to go in our second overtime, and a chance now for Portage to take the lead. A little confusion right here as now the one official talking with London Harris. I want to make sure that no extracurricular activity between he and Robertson. Harris off the inbound, tripped and loses it. Turnover Portage. Harris slow to get up. He thought he got pushed from behind, and I'm sure Coach Snodgrass felt the same way. No whistle there, 1:44 to go. And here's Andrew Knox. We're tied at 65 in our second overtime. Portage looking to trap, getting it out of the hands of Andrew Knox. Boy, nearly turning that one over. Robertson, Verduzco went down on his knees. I think that they're trying to foul on purpose, but so far no whistle. I'm not sure why you would. There's the spin by Knox. Tindley shaky with a basketball as Portage really getting up and guarding right now. Both teams again in the double bonus. We will be shooting free throws both ways no matter what. Double A on the drive and a blocking foul underneath on Verduzco. He is done for the night. He will finish with 2. So Double A will go to the line right here. So we're waiting now as change will see Josiah Poole check in, Robinson coming out. And there you see Double A at the line. 1 minute remaining, and Tindley a chance now to take the lead, and they won't. You look at the second half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 misses by Tindley. We talked about it's double figures by Portage. I stopped counting in missed free throws in the fourth quarter and in 2 overtimes. Second one, no good. Rebound, put back, no, and a whistle and a foul. Portage not able to rebound. Robertson sneaks in, and now he'll go to the line for 2. He, too, by the way, not Mr. Automatic. He's only 50% tonight. We're going to see Brandon English check in now for Portage. They want some rebounding help. We've only seen each team score 2 points in this second overtime. First free throw. Boy, that was bad. Robertson, it's got to go 15. His went about 13, maybe 13 and a half. Barely clipped the front of the rim. 57.8. Robertson back in for another. That one's much better. And now Tindley leads it by 1. At least at this point, we're not even on this. We see a 1-point difference. This is Martin across the timeline. Martin's been the go-to guy, 34 points. Nearly threw it away. Portage down the lane, contact, and we will go to the line. London Harris. Now, believe me, Harris hasn't been Mr. Free Throw Shooter either. He has missed 3 out of his last 6. He is 4 of 7 tonight. 47.7 seconds remaining. That last foul called on Knox, and Knox is done for Tindley, so he is fouled out. That's a big foul there, and guess what? Harris misses that one. So we got another one here. Well, if he hits this one, we'll be tied again. And he does. Tied at 66. 45 seconds remaining in our second overtime. Again, Poole is fouled out. He is gone. He's one of their main ball handlers. There's Robertson. Double A on the drive. Well, that could have been a foul and a traveling call against Tindley. I almost thought that was going to be a foul that time on Harris. So Tindley with another turnover. 14 turnovers unofficially tonight by the Tigers. The inbound here for Martin. 20 seconds remaining. Let's see if they'll leave it up to Martin now. We'll give you the countdown here. It's down to 15. Martin going to clear it out. He is telling English to get out of there. There's 2 bodies waiting there for Tindley. Martin got bumped. No whistle. Martin forces it up, and no. And wait a minute. We've got a foul, I believe, on Tindley. It's going to put English at the line. Player is hurt. I think that's Martin who went down after the shot, and it may be a cramp for Martin. 0.1 on the clock, and guess who's going to go to the line who has not been there all night long? Brandon English. Martin is going to slide off the floor, and I'm not sure if it's a cramp or he ended up coming down wrong in his ankle. 34 points for Martin, but how would you like to be Brandon English? You haven't been to the line all night long. English will step up there for the first time tonight. Chance to win it here for Portage. First free throw. He just needs to make 1 of 2. English takes a look. Got it. We will not go to another overtime. The big 6'5" senior gets another one right here, and it's going to end it with 2 big free throws, and Portage will win it here in double overtime. Final score, Portage 68, Tindley 66. Portage will advance to the 8:30 game tomorrow, where they will play Richmond. Tindley will play at 1:30 against Lighthouse South. That'll do it. Thanks for being with us. Final game of the night going to Portage in double overtime. We'll see you tomorrow right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.